Welcome. In this video we are going to learn about basic operation of numbers, and particularly in this lesson we are going to deal with the integer classification. So basically remember, we all know that numbers are arranged from 0 to positive infinity. So we can have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. So these are the numbers we know. However, we can also have numbers arranging below 0. So we can have numbers arranging below 0. So these numbers below 0 are said to be negative numbers. They are said to be negative numbers. So however, negative numbers are less numbers as compared to positive numbers. So that means whenever we have written positive 1 and we have written negative 1, so positive 1 is greater than negative 1. That is to say, positive 1 is bigger than negative 1. Now, that is to say, when we want to write a number which is positive, it is written as a positive. It is written as positive 1. And if we want to write positive 2, it is written as a positive 2. Again, if we want to write positive 3, it is written as positive 3. Now, that means we can have numbers increasing from 1 up to infinity. However, positive numbers can also be written in a unique way. Positive numbers can also be written in a unique way. For example, if one wants to write a positive 2, so we can just write it as 2. So by just writing any number without any sign at the beginning, that number is said to be positive. So for example, so writing 2 is the same as writing positive 2. Again, writing 3 is the same as writing positive 3. So it means if we have these numbers without any sign, it is said to be positive. However, for the positive number, for the negative numbers can be written as follows. So for example, if we want to write a negative number, for example negative 1, so it is written as a negative 1. If you want to write negative 2, it is written as a negative 2. That means if you don't have written any sign, then that number becomes a positive. So however, let me also highlight this thing I said earlier on, that positive numbers are greater numbers as compared to negative numbers. That means the numbers can arrange. For example, we can have 0, 1 and 2, and then 0 we can have negative 1 and then negative 2. So what we are trying to mean is that for example, in this case, 2 is greater than 1, and 1 is greater than 0, and 0 again is greater than negative 1, and negative 1 is greater than negative 2. What we are trying to mean is, if the numbers are getting larger and larger and going to the negative, they decrease. So in short, negative numbers decrease as the number increase in value, whereas positive numbers increases as the number increase in value. So that's what we are trying to mean. So I hope you have enjoyed this class. So it means on the basic operation of numbers, particularly we have looked at integer classification. So let's meet in the next video. If you have a question, you can like my TikTok page, Facebook page, and ask the questions there. You'll be answered accordingly. You can also search the page on YouTube and you'll be assisted accordingly. So let's meet in the next video. Thank you.